Okay, move over clowns and even mind readers. Uncle Sam now wants, you ready for this? Magicians. You heard it right, magicians. After the GSA was barbecued for wasting more than $800,000 of taxpayer money on a lavish Vegas party and the bathtub incident, another government agency comes up with yet another outrageous idea to flush your money down the toilet. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration posted a help wanted ad for a magician. What are they thinking, or even are they? Roll call's Jonathan Strong joins us. Nice to see you, Jonathan. And why are they looking for a magician?
Well, this was an event for a small group of people. It's actually like the best and the brightest of NOAA are in a special training program, and they have some training events, and they put this ad out there for a conference speaker to speak on the theme, the magic of change. And you look at some of the specific requirements for that speaker, and they include having, the ability to do magic tricks and so on. And so it turns out they wanted a motivational speaker who could also put on a magic show. And the budget for this was less than $5,000. So we're not talking about quite the scale of the GSA, but still.
How do they really, how do they tell you this with a straight face? Really, that they have to go out and get a magician, or look, even for motivational speaking, isn't enough motivation? We have a high unemployment rate, and isn't that enough to keep them to want them to do their job well? Because if they don't, they don't have a lot of options.
Yeah, well, let me just quickly get this out there.
Okay.
Once this became an issue, they yanked this in a nanosecond.
Yeah, once they got caught. Like everybody does that. Every crook drops the goods when he goes out the store. If security's onto him or the alarm goes off.
And no money was actually spent. It got caught in time. So it hadn't actually happened yet.
Can I tell you that it's so not consoling to me.
Right.
The fact that it wasn't spent because they got caught.
One of the funny things to me is that, I saw this in GSA too, when these bureaucrats waste taxpayer money, they do it in the most bureaucratic way imaginable. And so you read, it's like according to, Part 4, 3 CFR, they're going through the federal regulations in this ad for a magician, and the job description is so bureaucratic, it's really funny.
Why do they even need motivational speakers and motivational conferences? It's bad enough that they're looking for magicians, clowns, and bathtubs, and whatever else they use for these things. I keep throwing in bathtubs, I know, because Ambassador Bolton's coming up and he loves the bathtub reference. Just kidding. But why do they need these conferences for motivation?
Well, I guess the argument is that some of these conferences and these events can increase productivity by, boosting morale among these employees.
I can't believe you're telling that with a straight face.
That is what the argument is. I don't think that your average business brings in a magician. For a group of less than 50 people.
Do they feel bad? Do they see how bad this is? Or when you talk to them?
Yeah, NOAA, they yanked this thing right away, and they're doing a full review on how did this happen and how do we make sure it never happens again.
Here's the official writing on the conference. The conference is a quarterly training exercise run by NOAA and the Office of Oceanic and Atmospheric Research as part of Commerce Leadership Effectiveness Advancement Program. It's designed, the notice reads, to examine in a collegial setting the theory, techniques, and tools of effective management and leadership, especially as they pertain to the organization's functional processes, budgets, finance, and human resources, to review and analyze common cross-cutting problems, issues, and improve methods of applying leadership that can make the work environment more productive. Can I tell you, I've never heard anything sillier in my life except the magicians.
Well, it's kind of amazing that some of these things happen, and then they come to light, and boom,
yeah,
they're gone.
This is right. Anyway, Jonathan, always nice to see you.
Okay, thank you.